Welcome to the Luscious Blueprint. I'm so excited because this has been a long time coming, okay? The Luscious Blueprint is not just a strategy. It's literally the way that I move. So just to give you a little bit of what to expect, this is the bold moves, meet real talk, meet real people. And for all the people that always get overlooked or you feel like you just don't get that fanfare like you need to, this is that podcast.
She don't just post, she makes the wave. Every little clip got 1,000 plays. That bitch my right, whole vibe switch. You know what's next when she says let's go. Luscious, 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 make it loud. Luscious, luscious, run the crowd. Creator, director, comedian, queen. Luscious, got the whole posse. Luscious, luscious, that's the name. Every room she walks in, it ain't the same.
Welcome to the Luscious Blueprint, my world, my vibe, okay? This is a long time coming because y'all already know when it comes to Luscious Blueprint, the strategy, it's not just business strategy. This is the way that I move. This is the way that the people around me move. And this is something that when it comes to today's topic, the real trendsetters, okay? I had to really pick out who I wanted to start my podcast and highlight because, baby, when I say here in Dallas, for one, it's so many trendsetters. I'm one of them, okay? I feel like I'm queen trendsetter, okay? But there's so many people that I see get so much, like, awards, okay? Because when I say she's an award-winning creator of the Dirty Bag podcast, a mother, a living vibe. Like this is one of those people that you have to meet her because I couldn't even explain who she is or what she's about. Okay, meet Cookie. Okay, because baby, go come in the podcast right now because we about to start it off and we about to have a good time. And first of all, hey, how you doing? How was your day? All of that.
I don't know why you love me. Baby, that was the intro. Thank you for having me, Luscious.
Of course.
Congratulations, bitch.
Thank you.
Come on now.
Yeah.
See, this is giving grown. It's giving sexy.
Give it a little vibe.
Kick that hoe off. Kick that hoe off.
And I knew I had to start it with you because when I think about podcasts, like you've seen me behind the camera.
Oh my God.
And that's how we actually met, which we were getting to that,
Jesus.
which was crazy.
My God, on today. The entire fuck
was crazy. And because I do so much as far as like helping curate podcasts, helping direct podcasts, I will say that on your podcast was one of the most genuine experiences that I had for somebody that actually loves your craft, but not only that, you teach your craft, but not only that, you literally do your research and you give the energy and match exactly who you say you are. Yeah. And that's what I consider a real trendsetter. But not only that, it's like there's no way in the world that every stage that's happening here in Dallas, you are taking home an award for the best podcast. And if you're not, you nominated in that category. And if you're not, it's because they hating it or somebody paid to be above it, right? But we'll talk about that later. But I'm saying that your podcast is literally something that I feel like creates real value for Black women, especially. Okay, but I can talk all day about what I feel like your podcast is. So give me who is Cookie? Do you want people to know your real name? Who are you first before podcast?
I'll go ahead and do that out here right now. So I am Cookie Brown, the host of the Dirty Bag podcast. In the corporate world, I am Ariel. So that's an exclusive. I don't think I've ever said my government on camera. So look who got that today. I was before the Little Mermaid. Please don't come with that bullshit. But yes, I am the host of the Dirty Bag podcast. What most folks don't know about me is I have a degree in mass communications journalism. So I went to school to actually be a writer. I was a collegiate journalist. My first award was Best News Story. Shout out to Missouri Southern State University, The Chart. I was the associate and managing editor. So I actually have like the background and the student loan debt for journalism, but it was such a stifling thing. And I got blackballed when I wouldn't come back for a 6th year to be editor-in-chief. That's a different conversation. So what I knew real quick with journalism is that I like to say what I want to say when I want to say it. And I don't like being put on such short leashes, which is what they had me on in college. They wouldn't let me do the kind of stories I wanted to do. I was only happy when they would let me do like the op-eds, where they let me do columns and give my opinion. So I'm like, I seem to like giving my opinion. I like to write, but I want to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
So technically, that's a part of me I don't talk about, and most people don't know. So I know y'all like don't be liking podcasters and all that. Ain't real journalists. Fuck all that. I got the collegiate credentials. I actually went to school.
Yeah.
Bitch went to school. But that's not even where Dirty Bag came from. Dirty Bag was really a platform for me to heal. It was something that was birthed out of protest and me being the only black girl working for Coca-Cola as a market development manager. So I'm in my car all day driving in the pockets. I live in Wichita, Kansas. I had to move there for work. So I'm going into all of these mom and pop shops, these businesses as the only black girl they've ever hired in sales in the company in Wichita. And I'm seeing how they treated me at a time when Ferguson was popping off. So on the weekends, I'm like Angela Davis in the streets. During the weekday, I'm suited and booted out here trying to find new business Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And when you're in your car for 8 hours a day, you got a lot of time to think.
Right.
You get real fucking bored and things going on in the world and in your corporate life. So I started going live. That was my way of letting folks know I'm in BFE, Kansas. If I come up missing, they done hung me somewhere, but this is the city I'm in today. It's got a population of 500.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go live so y'all can see where I'm at.
Yeah.
And also, this is what happened at the protest this weekend, because I would see that news outlets would report shit that never happened.
Yeah.
So I learned in 2014, you have to be your own media.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if you don't tell your stories, you leave it to other folks that don't have your best interest at heart.
Right.
So Dirty Bag was honestly something that came later. Like after protesters started dying, people started being murdered, things started happening. My mental health was fucked up for years when I walked away from that.
Yeah.
But after a while, it was like, there are a lot of people that did not live to tell their stories. While you have time, whatever you going through, whatever you could educate people on, and whatever stories you want to amplify like yours, do the shit while you have time, so life is short. So I couldn't stand podcasters, but I understand truth telling is a very important thing that has to be done. And so.
And I mean, fun fact that a lot of people don't know that I know that y'all be like, she ain't from Dallas. I lived in Wichita, Kansas until I was in the 5th grade.
You got a fan, actually. Somebody saw you on the podcast. Yeah, I told you, but you didn't know who the fuck she was.
Well,
you didn't. But don't start lying. She was like, she's a great person. Her family's great. I'm like, her mama is cool as fuck, but you know her? I don't know if she know you, sis.
So even saying Wichita, it's like knowing, I can't even imagine me being in Kansas in my 30s.
My God.
I can't imagine being in Kansas in my 20s because it's absolutely nothing to do there. So I'm so glad that you left up out of there.
They're sensitive. They're sensitive about saying that. The blacks are sensitive.
I mean, listen. All I remember about there is Spangles and the...
I gained weight off Spangles. Spangles got the breakfast sandwiches. Fuck all what y'all talking about. Texas needed Spangles. Oh, so good.
But I remember they had like this chili cheeseburger. I don't know. It helped me through my childhood. I'm just going to say that, okay?
Yes.
But, okay, so now that we are getting into it, because I got so many questions, we got so much to talk about. We definitely got to pull up, okay? Because I got the Murmur Rum right here.
A shot. Y'all see I'm sweating. I'm like,
take a shot.
I think I'm perimenopausal. I just be sweating, bitch. I'm getting old.
Okay, well, you came in here real.
Because I ain't got no pedicure, bitch. I'm gonna come in here with the toes. I didn't know what type of program y'all had going around this motherfucker. You ain't finna drag me.
Yeah.
I don't know how shady the videographer is. He might have zoomed down.
Oh, no, you know, cute behind the camera. Cute. Okay, cute behind the camera. So you say you want a shot?
Shot.
Let me do your.
I don't be drinking on the weekend. I'm trying to get this shit up off me. I'm
So I got y'all some Murmur Rum. You know, y'all can drink Murmur Rum from home because it's in every liquor store. Okay. And it got coconut water, so I say that it's a little vegan. It's like healthy.
It's vegan. They gonna be vegan, healthy, drunk.
It's gonna be healthy because it got coconut water. I just feel like anything with coconut is healthy.
These are facts.
So, okay, I want to know, because this episode is called The Real Trendsetter, right? And me and you have had conversations about being a trendsetter, right? And about what that really means. So what does being a trendsetter mean to you? I just want to know what that means to you specifically.
I don't think I'm a trendsetter. I do think I'm a truth teller, which is very important because I feel like everybody's trying to do these copy paste versions of everybody else. If we're talking about trendsetters, I think that being who you are unapologetically, regardless of what it costs you. I think that we're in a stage now, and I get it, get y'all bag, whatever the fuck. But a lot of people do things based off what type of brand deals they can get, who can give them money, how they might be more digestible, and I just can't get jiggy with that because it would go against the very foundation of this podcast, which is telling the truth and being open. So I think that when you can be who you are, when it's not the thing to do, when it's not the trendy thing to do, and when it doesn't always make everybody easy to take you. People don't be knowing what to do with me in Dallas, and I accept that now. But I think that being your authentic self, no matter what environment you in, that's a gift.
Yeah.
That everybody ain't got.
Yeah.
Everybody is not able.
Yeah. I heard something earlier, and it said, what did it say?
What did it say?
That everybody or people don't want you to have. People don't. Damn, what was the
Come
saying?
on, find it.
And I got
Find
it
the shit.
somewhere on the-
Find it. You gotta Google the motherfucker.
They don't want. They want what you have. They don't want what you. They basically.
The sacrifice that comes with
They
it.
want what you have. They don't want what you can bring. They don't want who you are. They want what you can have. So how
The results.
Yeah, what I experienced, and I experienced this even being in a room with you. When you're in a room and you take up space, like you said, where Dallas and other places don't really know what to do with you when you come in a room with the light or with the energy, that they just like, what is that? I want that. What? Not necessarily what you do or what you can bring, but
It's a
the
double-edged sword.
energy and what other people gravitate.
They want people to gravitate towards them, but they don't want the blues. They don't want the highs and lows that come with it. A lot of people don't like how I walk in my truth. And what I had to realize about myself is I hold up a mirror. It's very hard to be fake around me, extremely. And not because I'm just this, I say things that tug at folks' spirit. It convicts people. And when it convicts them, they back away. I can always tell. And it's like, babe, when you come around me, please understand, you can be yourself. I'm inviting you to show. You can take that wig off, even though mine ain't coming off right now. But listen, when you come around me, be free to be yourself. You ain't got to be the polished influencer or podcast, whatever entrepreneur. You can actually be yourself.
Yeah.
I think I've joked around a few times about like, man, I'm broke right now. And I meant it. And somebody was like, we don't say things like that. I'm like, okay, I get that. But if I'm going through it right now, you notice I don't show up to your events, that means I might go through a season where I gotta sit my ass down somewhere.
Right.
If I can't have an honest conversation with you about that, what type of relationship we're gonna have?
Right.
So please allow me to be my authentic self so that you and I can create a genuine relationship.
Right. Right, because if everybody's worried about what other people think, and you walk into a room, oh, don't put your purse on the floor, you're gonna be broke. It's like, I keep my money in my titty anyway. So that purse, let me tell you something.
Bitch, I don't have money. I don't even have money right now. So what are we? Baby, I spent my last on the parking meter to walk in this bitch. So if we're gonna be honest, I'm here on a hope and a prayer.
It's nothing but lip gloss in my
God
purse.
told me, bitch, Rihanna, and I shouldn't have bought that shit. It costs too much, but you know what? I want to show up as my best self for you hoes. So here we are.
On Klarna. I did 4 payments for it. So it's just
It's
like,
real.
It don't have to be all of that. So I get what you're saying about the polished and everybody has to be this, oh, I can't hang with you because you don't have this following or you're not this. And it's just like, whatever, right?
Crazy, by the way.
So we've definitely talked about that.
That's crazy.
I want to know, when did the mic first call you? Like, what made you pick it up? You touched on, why you created the Dirty Bag podcast and going live, but like to really take it serious and really be like, this is something that I have to do. I mean, it's your healing, but what made you go to get in the studio, the videographer, like what made you go that extent for it?
You know what? After I had my daughter in 2019, which was right before COVID. So at this point, I kept putting Dirty Bag off for a minute. I just kept, it was called sticky notes. Shit was called, because I had like 45 sticky notes on my closet wall of who I would want to interview if I ever started a podcast. And they were all activists who I felt didn't have large followings and weren't on the cover of Essence and that people were not giving their flowers to. So that's really what it was. I think that after having a daughter will give you balls. I don't know what it was about getting pregnant with her, but it was like, we're going to take risk. I got into an argument with a nigga one night. We was basically calling it quits for real. I was walking around sipping wine in my crib, and then it was like, you moving to Dallas, bitch, and you're gonna be a creative. I was working for Coca-Cola, y'all. I was a market development manager. I had good insurance, good money, good title. I put in my notice. I had 10K in savings and brought my ass here. My daughter hadn't even hit 1 yet. In fact, she was just learning how to walk. It was just a few weeks shy of her first birthday that I moved here. My shit was not unpacked. I had a $35 mic and a broke down laptop and was like, if you're gonna do this podcast, do it. And Mandy from Horrible Decisions podcast, which is one of my faves, I saw she did a birthday throwback where she went to Cuba for her birthday. We went on the same trip 3 months apart. She said a week after she left from that Cuba trip, they launched Horrible Decisions. I saw it as a sign from God, like, you like this podcast. Y'all was in Cuba at the same time. When you was in Cuba, you felt triggered to do more than just be in your corporate job. So I saw Weezy. I love them both, but Weezy, I saw that Weezy's trip to Cuba at the same time as me, as my sign to quit playing.
Oh, yeah.
And then 2 weeks before I moved here, I'm washing dishes, and somehow Dirty Bag was the download. I didn't even pick the name. God put that on me. It was going to be sticky notes. I'm like, Dirty Bag.
I like that
what
name
the
too.
fuck
Sticky
does
notes,
that even
like
mean?
that.
Yeah, because it was just a bunch of sticky notes on the wall.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I knew it was divine intervention because that wasn't my choice. That was put in my spirit. So it was like, you finna move to Dallas. You finna quit your good job. You finna do consulting and start a fucking podcast?
Yeah.
This makes no sense. I didn't tell nobody either. I told maybe 2 people.
Yeah.
I could look for a place and then got here.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking, I ain't no creatives down here, baby. I came out this motherfucker.
Yeah. I love that though. I love that because, like how you said, when it comes down to, Q put up like 14 fingers.
He like, I've been talking about gang. He back there doing, do you gang bang? You like, I'm with the dudes. I've been watching him do this the whole time.
I was like, what that?
He was trying to get up and crip walk. We sorry, Q.
The murmur
You see it.
called in because I was like, okay, that's a 5, and then that's a 2, and then okay.
Sorry, Q. Don't stress the videographer. I've been yelling out, gang.
I was gonna ask you too about the name, but you said that it definitely was a download.
Download.
That came because you know what, I say that it's so many different obstacles that can get in your way, especially with creating something. For me, Q can tell you, I've been trying to do a podcast for damn near 5 years.
That was my timeline. That's about right.
5 years.
Yeah.
To the point where I'm caught up on the name. I'm caught up on, oh well, what I'm gonna talk about? Oh, this, and then I realized, like, okay, look, fuck the name. People want to know, and like how you said, if you have the platform and the opportunity to tell your own story, show what it is that you do, show who you know, and the things that you do on a day-to-day basis, it'll be very easy because it's just like, this is who I am, and not necessarily, I don't care about, I mean, when people watch it, I'm not worried about the views. I'm not worried about none of that. I just want to have something for myself to be able to, this is a safe space. Like, I painted the wall the other day. I never painted before in my life.
In this bitch.
I've never painted before in my life, but I was like, you know what? I want to create my own set. I want to create something that's in my own space because why not, right?
That's
like,
how to do it.
Why not? Because that'll force me to, like, when I wake up and I see it, I have to do it. It's something that's like, my inner self is like, okay, bitch, well, you doing all these podcasts, you doing all this, you doing all these work.
Yeah.
Why you ain't did it yet, right? So I love the fact that you are a true example for women in general to really go for it and believe in it. And I really feel like you was born to speak because your voice is so powerful. Like, if you was to hear you across the room, you'd be like, oh, Cookie in here. Like, you know, like,
yapping ass bitch.
So
yapper.
I gotta have you pull, this is real or reaching.
Oh.
So you gotta pull a topic out of here and just tell me if it's real or if it's reaching. Like, is it like, I don't think that's necessarily true, or is it real?
Jesus. Real or reaching? There's no such thing as work-life balance when you're building something. Okay. This is real. Damn, y'all finna fuck me up. So my son gonna be 24 tomorrow.
24?
I have a 6-year-old, I'm about to have a 24-year-old.
What?
I fucked up the 24-year-old. With him, I was chasing the corporate ladder. And he got put on the back burner a lot. I got a lot of promotions, got fancy titles, but I missed out on so much of his life because I was trying to make money. You cannot make up for time. So when you chasing that dream, something's going to suffer. It is. It just is. Now I'm at a stage where I have a 6-year-old daughter. When you're raising a black girl, baby, you got to be present because the world, she going to have so many things coming at her, trying to tear her down. You got to spend as much time as you can pouring into her. So I'm in a different space career-wise where I do something that supports the dream and all of that, but I'm not chasing the corporate ladder the way I used to because I know that would require so much of me. She sees me work. I'm remote. So when I'm working, she right there. I can pause and go be a parent, but I'm not necessarily making as much as I did when I was on that corporate chase.
Right.
So I think that when you're with work-life balance, something's going to suffer. But it could be your pocketbooks or time. But for me, I'm more interested in being a good mother the second time around, a great mother, a mother that my child is going to brag about, than chasing money. It's going to cost me some things. So yeah, it's real.
Yeah, I agree. I think that that's real because even with everything that you do, even if it's chasing money, chasing a dream, a lot of the times, and it's hard to explain, right? That a lot of the time, even with dating life, even with personal life, with friends and all that, if you're constantly going after, money or ultimate goal, it's like those other things do suffer, and trying to balance it is difficult because if you lean too much into one thing, but I get it when you like have to choose, and that's why I'm excited about having kids because I feel like that pushes a certain
it brings a different dog out of you. It's going to soften you. It lets you know that you can handle anything. But I feel like with you, because you've accomplished so much, a lot of women have babies before they've accomplished anything. So now when them kids grow up, you out in the streets, like my ass, at the bar when you shouldn't be, when you was acting like a 40-year-old when you was 20. So again, I'm about to have a 24-year-old tomorrow. But I had him my freshman year in college. I was engaged trying to be wifey. So I think that you did it the right way because by the time you have a daughter, you'll have, so I'm speaking a daughter over you, you will have so much to give because you've lived so much life already and you've accomplished things.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for speaking to daughter over
Come
me.
on.
Okay.
Come on, Luscious 2.0.
Okay,
Luscious. Come on, nigga, with intentionality. Come on, Negro, with intentionality.
When I was little and I would have Barbie dolls, I would always name them Deliciana. I don't know what it is about that name.
That's the name of your first child.
But I don't want to name my first child Deliciana. That's so ghetto.
Is it though?
Sorry,
I've never heard of one. So ghetto according to whose standards?
Because it used to be like Deliciana or Nevaeh, heaven backwards.
My daughter's name is Nevaeh. I was given that name when I was pregnant with my son. In 2001. I held on to that name for almost 2 decades.
That was the name when I was little. I was like, when I have a little girl, it's gonna be Nevaeh. And now your kid,
her name's Nevaeh Ray. Nevaeh Ray Haley.
Was that like a generation?
Hey, about 17 years ago, that name was popping. I held on to it.
I was just talking about doing something backwards. I don't know what it is about black people in general. We gonna put something backwards. We're gonna put it in French. We might put it in Spanish.
Her last name is French as Gillette. So I'm telling all my business. It's a slave ancestor somewhere. The girl got like bluish gray eyes. It's a slave master somewhere. The genes came back to hunt.
You brought in the French and the backwards.
Yeah, French backwards French.
Okay. You brought in the French and the backwards. So she's gonna have a lot of explaining to do, but it's gonna make sense.
We can do it together.
Because that was the I felt like anybody that was in their teenage years or before teenage years, that was the name.
2002, Nevaeh was the name. Everybody
your dog was named Nevaeh. I don't care what. Your dog was named Nevaeh, and your kid probably named.
I had a son, and we took his name out of B2K.
Well,
instead of Omarion, it's Omarion. That's a combination of me and his daddy name.
Okay. So put in the comments if your kid's name is Nevaeh, because I know
it'd be funny looking biracial kids though, like little wet dogs with long curly hair.
40 million people named Nevaeh.
Come for y'all kids. Y'all can come for mine.
So, okay, what I want you to do right now is I want you to take the rest of that murmur shot, look into the camera, and manifest where you want to see yourself in the next year. And this could be for yourself, the podcast, whatever.
Jesus, it travels quickly. My God. Child, hold on, nigga. God damn. You gotta give me. Okay. What the fuck was the question? What was the question? You want to manifest my life with some rum?
Yeah.
The question?
Look into the camera and manifest what you want to see from your life.
Oh God.
In 1 year.
You know what? I want to see healthy connections that I can rely on to not just take Dirty Bag to the next level, but to help me grow. as a person. It's really hard to find the right people when you're creative because you don't know motives. So I think the richest thing I can have in my life right now is good people. I want this weight off me. I don't know what the fuck happened. I was on terzepatide for like 3 months. The shit worked. I came off and I blew up like an air balloon. I don't know what the fuck. I'm shaped like thoughts and prayers. So I want my shits back because I'm fine as fuck. But most importantly, I want to travel and do live shows. I want to collaborate with more creators. I want to blow up with people that are like-minded and like value. It ain't about me no more. I done want a few things. Nobody give a fuck about that shit. I want to grow with people that are on their journey so we can blow up together because it don't mean shit if you ain't got motherfuckers to your left and your right rising right along with you. It makes the journey worth it. I just want good people and good things, baby. That's not in my stomach. This shit up off me. That's all.
That's
I don't ask for too much.
That's very possible. Okay, because I already feel like we give the cookie and Lucious line. Because they ain't never gonna get Luscious right, but they gonna get Cookie right every time.
How can you not get left? That's because the reading level in America, some of you motherfuckers should have been left behind.
They be like, Lucious.
You can't spell. The public school system failed you.
So one day, I don't know, we might be on tour. We don't
We can do a tour. Maybe guys need some real. I'm not saying y'all. Please don't come for me. Jesus Christ. But just, I know y'all Southern belles and shit. Calm down. Like, gang gang. Do you gang bang?
So tell people where they can find you, all of the things, and how they can get their consulting for their podcast.
I do, because y'all be out here just all over the damn place. But it is the Dirty Bag Podcast on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, anywhere you get your podcast. You can get audio. If you don't want to see my face, you can go to YouTube. You can get me on TikTok, or you can get me on Instagram on my personal page if you want to see a little softer side or the mommy side, left-handed Gemini, left_handed_ Gemini. DM me, because I wish I would put one of them damn intake forms so y'all harass the fuck out of me and troll me. Nah, baby, talk to me directly. I want to see who you are before we book a call.
Okay.
Period.
And you got that. So y'all get with Cookie, because when I tell you that this is the real deal, okay? Thank you so much.
My hair
for
ain't
coming
real.
on my podcast. I'm so excited. And when I say that, y'all need to put some respect on my girl name, because, baby, award winning. Okay, every award show that I've been to, when they come up with podcast of the year, it's definitely Dirty Bag.
Hey, podcast, stop being mad at me when I win, when I really wanted to collab with y'all when I first met y'all, by the way. Let me get that off real quick. I came into this city very green and really wanting to collab, and y'all played me like I wasn't shit, some of y'all. And y'all be wanting, and then you don't invite me on your shit. So the best way
is that? That's what I want to know. Why is it that
let it go, let it roll.
the real people don't get invited in the real rooms? That's a real question.
Because you don't want us to take up space, because you know that there is something about us that I don't give a damn how many followers you got. There are some things you cannot teach. There are some things you cannot fake. There are things you cannot cosplay. To be real and raw, it's just gotta be on you and in you. But like, don't feel a type of way though, because I've had anytime I win, I go through darkness, baby. It ain't never what it's cracked up to be. But stop playing with her though. Because I know how many times I nominated her last year. Hey, stop playing. Let's go ahead. This message gonna land where it needs to. That was some bullshit. Also to y'all, that was some bullshit to you. Also to y'all, that was some bullshit. You already know. I'll stand 10 toes on it, because I'm not with the fuckery. Because anything attached to me wins. And if something don't, that means it was some bullshit behind the scenes. There we go. I just need to say that.
I'm just gonna say I ain't never been nominated for nothing in Dallas.
I nominated her for so many things.
I'm just saying.
So many things.
I always tell me, I nominated
you took the category away. Explain that. I'm not gonna say those names.
I nominated you for this. I nominated you for that. I nominated you for this.
Y'all be
and
lying.
baby, when I go look at it, I'm like, damn. Am I even in Dallas? Okay, but anyway,
y'all be scared. Y'all be scared of real people. That's what fucking be. But I'm gonna let y'all
right here, because it could get real messy real quick. Okay, and I don't want to have to fight y'all in the streets. Y'all already know it's the Luscious Blueprint. You can catch it on any platform that you can find me on. Sweet Life of Luscious, Luscious Late at Night. And you already know you're going to see Cookie again for sure, okay? And you already know until next time, let's go!
Luscious, say the name, say the name. Big boss brain, turn ideas into flame.